Well, I hope everybody's doing great this Monday. So let's see. We just need to try to see if we can focus or try to analyze this week trades, and maybe if we might get something good that we might trade this week. So let's just go to the watch list. I hope everybody can see my screen. I believe so. Yeah. Okay. So as usual, let's just try to see if we can get something on gold. The major pairs that I believe most people do trade. Let's look at gold, Euro USD, GBP USD. And oh, I see that gold dropped as anticipated, man. Okay. But there's no problem. I'll remove everything. And let's start from probably the weekly, because it's a new week though. All right. Okay. So this is what we have on the weekly. Of course, we see that gold is moving up. Let me admit somebody. We see that gold is moving up. Okay. Let me have this right here. So as usual, of course, if I bring in trend, something like this, and maybe clone this, I think this is going to make sense. Okay. So I see that gold somehow broke out of this uptrend, and of course that was the third touch, because we see we had first touch, second touch, and of course the third touch where most people anticipated that gold should have dropped, but it broke out of that resistance. Okay, so let's see, because definitely this has all been an impulse and we've not seen a correction, so we should expect correction on gold. That is based on the weekly. So let's see the daily. Okay, now the moment I've clicked on this daily, I've already seen a continuation pattern that is bearish flag, because I see this as an impulse, this is a correction, and I'm anticipating gold to continue dropping. Okay, I'll just continue admitting people. Just a minute, gang. Admit all. Okay. All right, so let's continue. So like I said before, I've seen an impulse. This is an impulse, and this is kind of bearish flag or continuation, so I'm anticipating gold to drop. So before that drop, of course, there's this kind of a trend that we're not supposed to ignore. Yeah, and it's making sense, because when I say you need to understand how price approaching a support or a resistance, because right here we have a support, and that kind of an approach just tells me that gold wants to break out that level. So if it breaks the first TP or target, should be this level. That's now daily. Okay, so I'll have to maybe adjust this level right here, something like this, and cater for this continuation pattern, this one right here, something like this. So it's going to make sense on the lower time frame as we go to the 4-hour. Okay, or something like this. Yeah, all right. So let's have this right here. Gold is going to give us a good drop, I believe so. So let's make this neat, something like this, and probably something like this, if that makes sense. So of course I see first touch, second and third touch, and the market or price going up, which is not bad. At the same time, if we continue adding more confidence, there was this upper level right here that gold broke, turned to resistance, of course, and we see that the market was trying to to retest that level. Let me just admit somebody. Just all right. Okay, so as I was saying, yeah, we anticipate, remember, based on the daily, this is an impulse, this is just correction, and after correction we expect the market to give us an impulse move, and of course the next target will be this level right here. So right now what we should be looking out for are just, reversal signs that gold is about to drop. Let's just hit the 1 minute, the 1 hour, and try to figure out what this market is trying to do now. Over here, if I have another resistance drawn like this, I don't know. Okay, we see that gold broke out from that resistance level, this one, which is not bad. So maybe we should call that invalid. So I'll remove this, and maybe there's this level right here should be an area of interest. So we need to see how gold is going to react around this level right here. And if it continues pushing, or if it gives us a continuation pattern, that means gold is going to go back to this level right here, which is not bad too. And if we get a reversal structure right here, something like a double top, something like this, then that's when we should take an entry, that is a sell position. Let's see the 15 minutes time frame. Okay. All right, so let's see what we have right here. So we need to interpret what the market is doing right now. Maybe I should do this, maybe have this, something like this, and maybe something like this. I hope that's making sense too. So maybe gold is trying to give me a double top right here. Let's just have this right there. So that means we need to identify this as the last low, higher low, this one right here. So if it breaks, we might take this right here, and of course stop loss above that level, 100 pips. This is gold, guys. And of course first TP should be this right here. That's like 300 pips. That's the first take profit. That is if it breaks this level without taking out this high. But if it takes this high right here, then we're not going to take a sell position on this market. We don't take sell position the moment it breaks this high. We want to see, maybe price will continue pushing. Let me show you. Price might continue pushing, all the way up, and maybe right here might, give us now a reversal. That's a double top. That's when we might sell. Then of course, and we anticipate a pullback before gold continue dropping. So those are the things that we should watch out on gold. So I'll have an alert right here, just in case, gold takes out this level right here. Just in case it does that. All right. Because somehow, I don't know if it's going to respect, because I see that it might respect, give us a double top, That is what I'm seeing. But if it breaks, then I won't take any entry position, sell position, that is. I need to see how gold is going to react. But let's just have that added to our watch list. I believe so. Okay, have that. So the next one, okay, people do trade Nasdaq, I believe so. What's this? Nasdaq. Let's start from the weekly. Yeah, I had something too on Nasdaq. Where's the weekly? Right here. Okay. Looking good though. So let me just remove everything for you guys to understand. We see that the market, of course, was in an uptrend. We don't have a problem with that. First touch, second touch. We've not had that third touch. And now if I try to clone these, something like this, and have it right here, kind of makes sense. Okay, now let's continue. What I see is that the market gave us, of course, an impulse correction. The impulse, so I believe this is just a correction, probably before the market hits this level. That's when it drops. No, those are just anticipation, but we will react to what the market is doing. Okay, so we have another support line right there, and probably, clone this, have it right here. I hope that's going to make sense as we go to the lower time frame. Oh, someone is coming in late. Right, so let's just see, maybe adjust these levels. So now, of course, I anticipate that Nasdaq might touch this this support level, because of course we see there was a break below a support line right here, and that's what the market or price is going to retest. So now let's go to the 4-hour and see how the market is going to react around that resistance line, which was a support turned to a resistance. Okay, so if we see a continuation, then that means the market is just going to break this line or that resistance line, and of course is going to target this level at the first TP. Then the market touches that level as the last TP. But if it gives us a reversal structure, that means we need to look for sell position to target this support line. So let's see, maybe something like this. Clone that. Somewhere around that level. So this is based on the 4-hour. So let's go to the 1 hour. Now when we are at the 1 hour, we just need to look for reversals and continuation patterns, and if we don't see those, we won't do a thing. If we don't get a reversal structure or continuation, we won't do any things we should look out for. So right now we see an impulse correction. The market did this, so I'm not seeing a thing right here. Maybe let me try to zoom out and understand. Just a minute. Oh, this was crazy. Right, so for now the market has not yet given us any reversal structure. That is what I'm seeing, or continuation, because okay, this is an impulse correction, so all this is just an impulse, but the market kind of want to drop maybe, and maybe if it does this, then we should wait for sell property. Then this is the level or area we should look for sell position on Nas100, something like this. The now of course stop loss above that level, but for now I'm not seeing anything nice on Nasdaq, so it's just a patient thing. Patience. All right. Okay, let me just look into other pair. Oh, JPY dropped. What's happening? Okay, crazy. Pairs with the JPY dropped. Okay. GBP USD. Let's look out for GBP USD. I believe should have the same properties with the gold and the Euro USD. Let's start from the weekly. So this is what we have based on the weekly, guys. This is what we see based on the weekly. Try to zoom out, of course. Now of course there was this trend, and we might clone that too. Let's see if that's going to make sense. All right, maybe extend this. So of course we understand that trends within trends or inside trends, that's the market. So this was an impulse, and all this is just a correction. You understand? Can you please mute your mic? I don't know.
We can see your screen, code. We can see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
Oh, it has popped up now. Thank you.
Crazy. All right. So like I was saying, this kind of an impulse, and all this I believe is just a correction, and then it hit that level, went up. So we just need to understand what this market is trying to do. Maybe if we might, add other trends, as long as it makes sense. Okay, let's try something else. We also have this. Okay, as long as it makes sense. Somebody's saying, you guys, you can't see my screen. Matthew.
We can see it.
But I wonder why others are saying they can't see my screen.
Let's check their network.
Maybe it's their network, because if others are seeing, I don't know why others are not seeing my screen. Check on your internet, guys.
My internet is okay, but I can't see your screen.
But others can see.
I can see it very well. Very clear.
Everything, yeah, I see. Some people are saying that they can see the screen. Anyway, don't worry. I'm just going. Of course, after this, I'll upload the video on YouTube, so you just refer to that. Okay, so.
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, then let's just continue, guys. I have to maybe have this level, something like this. So of course I'll remove this, remove these two, and I have that out. All right, so remember we had an impulse, and all this is just a continuation pattern or correction, and there was a fake out. The market gave us high, low, high, low, high. That's what the market did. Okay. So let's continue. This is GBP/USD. What is this market trying to do? Let's just have something like this. Okay. All right, if that makes sense. So I don't know if this is an impulse, maybe this is a correction, maybe before we continue down. But there's no problem. This is based on the weekly. We're just going to react according to what the market is doing, or what the market will be giving us. Probably that might make sense. Let's see. All right, let's go to the daily now. There was this level that this market took out, of course. And I believe this might be a correction. You understand? So if I bring a trend, something like this, yeah, it might make sense now. So maybe have this right here. So probably we need to see how this market, continue moving up. Maybe touches this resistance line. That's when we should look out for sell position. It's going to make sense, yeah. So maybe something like this. Then have our stop loss above this level. And if it doesn't do that, we want to, I think this is based on the daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. Of course, I see there's a flip zone. There's a flip zone right here. Yeah, it's making sense now. There's this level right here. So maybe the market might not, touch this resistance. It might reverse from this level right here. That is. But if we see a reversal, guys, we have to take our position. We won't wait for the market to touch this level. As long as we see a reversal, we execute, and if we see a continuation, we execute. But as for now, I'm not seeing anything good, no sign. Let's go to the 1 hour. Maybe adjust this one. Okay, so this is what we have based on the H1. Nothing looking nice, nothing's looking nice, so probably we have a level right here. So now for us to take a good sell position, let the market drop the way I'm seeing the market dropping. If it touches this level right here, let it go up, because I believe most people will be taking their buy position right here. Then now if it reverses, that is when we will take a sell position right here, something like this, then a stop loss above, but then if it doesn't do that, we won't do a thing, guys, until the market changes its direction from buys to sales. That's when we are going to execute. But for now, we won't do a thing. We're just going to what, guys? Let's see. Euro USD, I believe, should have the same thing. But gold is looking way too good compared to these ones, guys. Let's start from the weekly. It's a new week. All right, we had a level, probably cut the head, something like this, and of course there's this level 2. And guess what? We need to understand how the market is reacting around this support level. If we get something like a continuation pattern, the better. If we get a reversal, no problem. We'll just react to what the market is doing, and probably we might say this is an impulse correction. Probably the market is giving us correction. That is to break out of this line or support line correction, something like this. That is what I might be anticipating. Based on the weekly, let's go to the daily. Remember, we won't stick to sales only, guys. If the market gives us a bullish property, we will just take the buys. If the market gives us bearish property, we will take sell position. We're just going to react to what the market is doing, guys. We won't stick to the sales property. But for now, we just analyze and see what the market is doing. Yeah, there's this trend. Probably the market might respect that. Probably this is, like I say, an impulse. Probably the market is giving us a correction. Boom. So it might take time. Euro USD might take time before it plays out. That means gold, let's just see. We don't know. Whichever, the one that moves fast, we're just going to react to that. We won't wait for others. At the same time, there's a flip zone too on Euro USD, this level right here. So we need to understand the reaction that price will be doing around this level. Yeah, they're just the same. Kind of they correlate, If we see a reversal, we react to that. If we see a continuation, we react to that. So Euro USD, if we want to take a sell, let it hit this level, support level, goes up a little bit. Then now if it breaks, then that is when we take a sell position right here, the moment it takes up that level. Something like this, and of course target this. Don't need to be greedy, and of course your stop loss above, something like that. And if it doesn't do this, guys, we don't execute, guys, because the market might do this, touch the support, then continue going up, then we won't look for sales. Then right here we might look for reversal, do this, that's when it breaks. So your first entry probably might be this level right here, something like this. And of course the market gives out opportunities. Once again, if you miss that first entry, the second entry needs to be this level, something like this. That's why we just need to be patient, guys. If it doesn't react to what we're seeing or what we are anticipating, we won't do that, or we won't do a thing until the market, you know, gives out what we are anticipating. So let me see, probably analyze the last pair. which one? The GBPs or the JPYs, I've seen they've done their movement already, and it's on Monday, guys. So I don't know if that was news, but they've dropped like crazy. So after news, guys, it's not wise for you to take entries. Just let the market do its thing. US30, I don't know. Let's look out for US30. Because of course NZUSD, Euro USD, GBP I believe they just move on the same direction. Where's US30? Okay, right here. Alright, I had an analysis already on US30. Okay. Take it to the weekly. Let's remove everything now. Now, let's start the analysis. Of course, trends. We had a touch right here, and of course, a touch right there. And if I clone this was making sense, guys. You see the market touch that level, and guess what? It's dropping. So that's the first thing on US30. US30, we should look for that drop. But before that drop, guys, let's just continue analyzing this market. Have it right there. You see how amazing this is making sense, guys. So guess what? Impulse, correction, impulse, based on the weekly. Now let's go to the daily. Right. Okay, there was a resistance, of course, a support turn to resistance right here, and that is what the market, you know, is going to retest. Currently, that's the current price, but basically, so I might call that as a continuation pattern, bearish flag, whichever name you want to call it. Then, of course, have that as a resistance. So let's add more confidence. There was a double top right here. I hope you guys can see that. Double top impulse, and guess what? Correction. We only had second touch. Let the market go up as it did. As it did. Comes back. Third touch goes up a little bit. That's when it drops. So let's go to the 4 hour. Already we've seen 2 touches. The market has gone up, which is an amazing thing. So now we should expect the market to give us the third touch. Now onto the third touch, I know most people will be taking their buy position, but we won't take a buy, we will take our sell position. So this is what I'm saying. The market needs to give us the third touch. When people will be taking their buy position, of course, no problem. Then I will wait for the market to take out most people's stop loss, because stop loss will be around this level. That is when we execute right here, something like this. Then of course stop loss above the new high that the market will have given us. First TP should be this level right here, and as a swing trader, your final TP should be, final TP should be around this level right here. So of course, you see, it kind of makes sense when we say this level should be the first TP, because when you look left, guys, the market kind of respected this level for a while. So yeah, I should call this out as the first TP. Should be the first TP. TP1. Have it there. Makes sense now. Right. So I believe this one should also be added to my watch list. Already stay. Okay. All right. So yeah, guys, those pairs are looking too good. So I hope you guys got that. So at the same time, I'm going to upload this video for reference on YouTube. So before you take, or someone is trying to join right now, before you take your entries, that's when, you know, you might come back for a reference to this video. And be safe, guys. I believe that's all, guys. For now, adios.